This here is the usual route that I take to get to work each day, from getting off the Max back there to walking towards where I work, which is right over there. And it's usually a pretty normal walk. You have to kind of keep your eyes open. You never know when there might be someone of questionable character popping out. I can't say I've ever really been accosted in this area, but it is one of those areas where you have to keep your eyes open regardless.
Steve the Amateur Historian.
Usually I go down that way, go down a side street to where I work, but I'm not trying to actually get to work. I'm trying to get to this place. This is the old Marshall High School that closed down in 2011, as I read it, and for about 2 years it functioned as Franklin High School while their school's being fixed up. And for this past school year, it's been where the students from Grant High School have been going while their school gets fixed up. And I'm just trying to find the easiest entryway to the track and field, which is right over here. And yeah, even though the school's still being used, this has been fenced off for a while. You can see a lot of growth going on, kind of the signs of a school that has been closed down for a while. But yeah, this is where I want to be. So as I try to find a way in here, let me just bring you up to speed. 2 days ago, we had a big, completely unexpected thunder, lightning, rainstorm blow through town, and it started rolling in right before the end of my work shift, and I went outside a little bit on my last break from work just to get some shots of the clouds, dark clouds kind of rolling in, because I work right over there. And as I was doing that, I had absolutely no idea what had happened here like 12 hours earlier. So the way I wanted to go wasn't quite working out, but fortunately I know of a little sneaky backdoor way in. And here's the Walmart. More kind of ghetto-y Walmarts. And work in this big building right over yonder. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to freaking get into this field, which is a nightmare to get into. But fortunately, we got this little thing here, and it's actually a little bit more open, so I can just squeeze my way through, and I'm here. So why am I hanging out at this school across the fence from where I work? Well, it was Father's Day, as I was videoing the storm coming in, and I was there's a little kind of backside pathway that goes along the back of where I work, and I was videoing through the fence there, across the field and the track, towards the clouds that were coming from this way. And that was around 4:30, 4:45 in the afternoon on my last break at work. And after work, I went on Facebook and found out that about 12 hours earlier, between 4:30, 4:45, They found a person dead from multiple gunshot wounds on the track here at the high school. It was like, I think it was 4:42 in the morning. They said police reported to the high school, found a man who was already dead on the track. They closed off the school or the track for a few hours, obviously so they could investigate the scene. And it's hard to say exactly what happened. It seems kind of weird, like, did the shooting happen here or did it happen elsewhere and the body was transported here? I mean, you saw how hard it was for me to get in here. It seems a little unlikely that someone would pick this area to dispose of a body, at least, you know, on this track. I mean, geez, here's some bushes. Like, that already alone is a smarter place to put a body if you're getting rid of it. But, I mean, you know, yeah, we got the mall over here and we got the school here, but it's residential over here. And apparently there was multiple gunshots. The victim died, according to his autopsy, of multiple gunshot wounds. That's according to the news sources that I've seen. So if there was shooting happening here, multiple gunshots, you'd think somebody would have heard it. And maybe somebody did. I mean, if the police are reporting here at 4:42 in the morning, it's probably because someone called the police. But I haven't read anything in, you know, these early reports that has explained why the police were brought out here, but I can only presume that to be the case. And I don't know where on the track it happened. They just said the track of the temporary Grant High School, which this is. So as of now, it's now Tuesday. It's 2 days later, a little less than 2.5 hours since the police were called here in the early morning hours of Father's Day. And as of now, the victim has been identified, and that's about all we know right now. Obviously, the police are probably knocking on doors, turning over, I forget what the term is. Anyway, they're, you know, doing their job right now. But as of now, no suspect has been identified. The police are obviously asking for any help, any tips that people can offer. And I actually found one article that said, you know, suspect identified in the shooting that presumably occurred here. But that was a mistitled piece because, just like a lot of other sources, it was identifying the victim. So yeah, that, you know, as of now, it's kind of this unsolved murder case, and it's really, it's, you know, what are the details? We don't know. We're just some guys hanging out here. What were people doing on the track here at, you know, during the 4 o'clock hour in the, you know, middle of the night? That's one question. You know, how did the victim end up here and then end up getting shot? Obviously, hopefully those details will come out, because that means that the authorities are going to find out what happened out here. But it just, I want to come out here and do a video. I don't really think anybody else is. I mean, there's been at least one shooting, like when I looked at the Portland police blog thing, it's, you know, there's been like 3 shootings and 2 attempted shootings in all of Portland over the last, you know, 4 or 5 days. So, you know, it's easy for one to just get mixed up in the bunch, but it just hit a little too close at home, the fact that, you know, I work right there and someone was found killed right here. And I'm going to keep looking into it. I'll keep updating on this particular case as details come out, as hopefully there are more details to come out, and hopefully this doesn't end up becoming a cold case of some kind. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's certainly interesting, but probably not crime related. Yeah, so right through like these little openings in the fence along this pathway, that's where I was videoing the clouds. So I was seeing all of this, not realizing there was police out here in the middle of the night. I'm not finding any signs of where it might have happened. No left behind markings. What is this? I mean, certainly a lot of trash. There are a lot of homeless people who do come through here, and of course, you know, high schoolers are probably partially responsible for that as well. So that was one walk around the track, just kind of circle around the scene. And from here on out, here's hoping that this case does get solved and doesn't become one of those just wretchedly painful cold case type scenarios. And I will be keeping y'all updated on this as it happens. I know some of you are from Portland and have probably heard about the situation. Others, you know, this is just another bad crime happening in another part of America. But I will be keeping y'all updated, as this one did hit pretty close to home for me. And till then, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian, and I'll see you guys next time.